1955. However, weather professionals have continually debated the accuracy of wind speeds gathered from the instrument's previous location on the roof of the original top shop. A wind gust of 200 miles per hour recorded on January 24, 2006 brought the controversy to a head, and in response, professionals helped us find a better location. Since February of 2007, the instruments have gathered data from the top of the bridge, and the highest recorded wind speed has been 120.7 miles per hour. But you do not need to read an anemometer to recognize that the wind blows hard on the top of Grandfather Mountain. As you approach the swinging bridge, you will see dozens of spruce fir trees with limbs that seem to be pointing toward the southeast. This phenomenon is called flagging or bannering, and is evidence that Grandfather's highest winds tend to come from the northwest. The coldest temperature ever recorded on Grandfather was minus 32 degrees in January 1985, and the highest was 83 degrees, first reached in August 1983. Once you've spent some time on or around the bridge and are ready to make the trip back down the mountain, go to Track 11 to continue the tour. Track 11, Grandfather Mountain State Park. Much of the land you saw from the top of Grandfather Mountain is actually part of Grandfather Mountain State Park. 2,700 acres of Grandfather's backcountry were sold to the state of North Carolina in 2009, ensuring that the land will be preserved in its wild state forever. North Carolina State Park rangers maintain the network of trails to make sure this is a safe and enjoyable place to hike. And Grandfather Mountain's interpretive rangers are available to answer questions for guests or lead guided hikes by appointment. Hiking in the state park can be quite challenging and is best suited for experienced hikers with proper equipment. As you continue down the mountain, go on to Track 12.
We're already over here.
I forgot something.
What did you forget?
Track 12, Grandfather Mountain Stewardship Foundation.
What did you guys forget?
Here.
Now that you've seen a lot of what Grandfather Mountain has to offer, you can understand why it's important to make sure the mountain is protected and accessible to visitors for generations to come.
But it's just
The nonprofit Grandfather Mountain Stewardship Foundation, founded in 2009, works toward this goal by making sure all proceeds from ticket sales and souvenirs go to preserving and protecting the mountain as a pristine haven for wildlife, offering a wonder-filled experience to visitors and participating in research and education. We all hope to be able to offer future visitors the same chance to enjoy a mountain adventure like you had today. We hope you'll help, whether you simply tell friends and family about your visit and encourage them to come, or make a very helpful donation on your way out or at grandfathermountain.org. We appreciate your commitment to making sure Grandfather Mountain will be pristinely preserved for future generations. As you pass the cliffside overlook, go to Track 13. You'll hear about one of Grandfather Mountain's most famous visitors. Track 13, Passing Cliffside, Forrest Gump Curve. As you pass the drive to Cliffside Overlook, look down to your right. You'll see a sign designating Forrest Gump Curve. This turn is featured in the movie as part of Forrest's Run Across America, appearing just after people begin running along behind him. The film crew arrived on a clear October Saturday, our busiest day of the year. We had been told that Tom Hanks' brother was going to be his running double for this section of the movie, and that the famous actor himself was scheduled to be an entire state away. So imagine our surprise the next morning when we learned that the real Tom Hanks had arrived with the crew. Mr. Hanks had a day off from filming in South Carolina and couldn't pass up the opportunity to spend the day with his brother. He was so inconspicuous that only one of our staff members actually spoke with him, and she wouldn't have known who he was if he had not introduced himself. In Track 14, you'll learn about a few ways we help do our part to be good stewards of our natural resources. Track Track 14, Stewardship. One of our goals is to inspire conservation of the natural world by helping our guests explore, understand, and value the wonders of Grandfather Mountain. The best way to do this is by being good stewards ourselves, and so we've implemented a variety of park-wide efforts to care for the resources
Вы не
entrusted
пошли,
to
это
us.
только единственное место,
We
где
strive
ходили.
for energy efficiency through the use of natural lighting
Ну, куда я
and
пошел,
LED
Мария?
lights
Так ты
wherever
сказал не
possible.
ходить.
We recycle what we can and use biodegradable dinnerware in Mildred's Grill. We use solar panels to generate green power that is fed back into the grid. And the coffee we serve is grown on plantations that preserve habitat for migratory birds. We also participate in good stewardship on a global level. Grandfather Mountain is a world unto itself, supporting an unparalleled diversity of life. As such, in 1992, the mountain was inducted into the International Network of Biosphere Reserves, an exclusive family of ecologically significant places like the African Serengeti and the Galapagos Islands. Grandfather's land managers can now network with their peers from over 630 world-class parks and preserves around the world, sharing information and strategies for how to safeguard the resources entrusted to our care. Everything you've seen today is being protected to the best of our abilities, so we can preserve this incredible mountain and the rest of the world around us. Track 15, How Grandfather Got Its Name. We've told you many things about Grandfather Mountain today, but one thing that remains is to explain how the mountain got its name. There may be no set answer, but here are a few explanations. Lots of people think the name Grandfather refers to the mountain's very old age. Topographically speaking, Grandfather Mountain was formed in a series of mountain building events that occurred about 300 million years ago. Some of the rock formations on Grandfather are even older than that, dating back 1.1 billion years. When the first pioneers arrived, they saw the ridgeline and believed that they could see the face of an old man looking into the sky, and so they named the mountain Grandfather. Many vantage points reveal different faces, so there is no one official profile for Grandfather. The most popular can be seen from NC 105 in the community